What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We have a very big announcement today. Veteran NFL wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr., OBJ, signed a new contract with the Miami Dolphins. We're just going to look at the details. We're going to look at how good we think he's going to be this year, but this could be huge. Another big target for the Dolphins, and they just keep getting more and more dangerous. All right, Dolphins are expecting to sign Ravens free agent wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr., a new home for the speedster. Miami's offense just gets faster. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So let's take a look at this contract. Well, first let's look at how OBJ got into the league. Giants selected him with the 12th pick in the 2014 NFL Draft. So he's been in the league for 10 years now. That's crazy. Feels like it hasn't been that long. Missing most of the preseason due to a hamstring injury. He dominated as a rookie. Yeah. We'll get to the stats in a minute. But yes, that is that. I don't know what the money was in it. Maybe we'll try to find that in a minute. But first, let's take a look real quick. Over here you can see born 1992, 31 years old. So he's got a couple years left. A couple good years. All right, let's take a look at his stats. How much he's declined in the last some years. 2014, his rookie year, incredible season, 1,300 yards. That's incredible. Then the next year he comes out and tops that even, 1,450 yards, 15 yards a catch. He went crazy. And then 2016, he is staying in that area with 1,367 yards. He's doing great. And then this season, I believe, was because of an injury. As you can see, he only got 25 catches as opposed to these ones. He got 96, 101. So that's why he's only at 302. So we can give him a pass on that one. Then the next season, he comes out over 1,000 yards receiving. Yeah, and then 2019, he's now on the Browns. He was on the Giants for all of those years. He now goes to the Browns, gets over 1,000 yards again, consistently getting 1,000 yards, and it appears that he got another injury here, unless he just had an absolutely terrible year. Um, but it looks like maybe he actually didn't get injured on these years because all of them are very low. Maybe he just was declining a lot, but it's just crazy how you can go from 1,000 yards one year to 300, 200, 300, and then 500. But 2020, he only gets 300 yards. That was the COVID season, so take that with a grain of salt. Then 2021, 232 yards, a very big decline again. Then the next year, he goes to the Rams. 2021, he just gets over 300 yards and he's declining quite a bit. But then, as you can see, it looks like I don't know if this was either a glitch or maybe he did not play in 2022. Maybe he didn't actually, if I'm thinking. Gotta think back a little bit. But it looks like he was on two teams in the same season, then didn't play last year or 2 years ago. And then last year he was on the Ravens, and he got a big increase. He got 565 yards. So at least he's on the up climb. And as you can see, most average yards per catch than he's had in his entire career. But I feel like the big thing here is he was getting targeted 91, 96, 101 times, and opposed to now he's getting 35, 27, 17. So it's just going down quite a bit. He's not the number one wide receiver on most of the teams he goes on anymore. So he's definitely not as good as he used to be, is what we're getting at here. But does that mean that he doesn't have any of the talent from back in 2014 to 2017? Definitely not. Um, I think OBJ could bring out the prime version of himself and be very, very solid on the Dolphins. Especially you got a solid quarterback in Tua. You got Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. That's my big thing. Both of them are on his team as well. But for a wide receiver three, or maybe he'll get number two, depends. Will they put him over Jalen Waddle or not? Um, but for the third best wide receiver on a team, to have OBJ as your number three wide receiver, the Dolphins are starting to look kind of scary. Like, I thought they were scary last year. I picked them to win the Super Bowl last year, but they didn't end up meeting my expectations so much. But they still had a solid year. Um, yeah, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and OBJ now are on the same team. And let's take a look at the money. All right, OBJ, here is the deal. 1 year deal worth up to 8.25 mil. But here's the kicker. It's not a $8 million contract. It's a $3 million contract. but he can reach 8.25 mil with incentive. So he's gonna have to play well. He's gonna have to earn his money. But if he doesn't, and he gets injured or something, 3 mil next year, big drop off from what he's used to getting. But up to 8.25 mil, honestly, a 1 year deal for 8.25 mil for an older, kind of washed receiver like him is a very good contract. So I think we've discussed everything we have to. Um, there you go. Dolphins are looking scarier and scarier. They got another veteran wide receiver, Odell Beckham Jr. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. God bless.